All right, I'm on mute now.
We are recording. Awesome. Okay, so we got Crank and Burn live again today, y'all. Thanks for joining. We've got a strength set that we start with. We're going 4 minutes there. We've got 2 exercises. We're going AMRAP, or as many rounds of that as you can in 4 minutes. And then we're going to move on to our cardio one, which is another 2 exercises, each done for 25 seconds each. And then we have 5 seconds of quick transition in between. And we're going to run through that 3 different times for a total of 3 minutes of work. And then we'll go through and do that same thing with 4 new exercises. So let's go ahead and get a little warm up, and then I will show you exercises 1 and 2 for strength. So let's hit some jumping jacks to start. Going in 3, 2, 1, begin. Oh, and we're not playing any music as usual, so if you guys want to jam out, by all means, throw some tunes on, just make sure you're on mute. We're on a quick warm up today, just to get the blood flowing, and then we'll go ahead and get into this. And we're going in 3, 2, 1, bring it on down, shake it all out. Let's do some knee and ankle grabs. So I want you to quarter squat, push those hips back, grab the knee and ankle, stand up with it as you pull. Alternate legs. If you need to, you can get near a wall to do this better, and just use one hand like this. So we're just trying to get some external rotation with that hip. Hopefully loosen up those hips, because we are starting with lunge variations for the very first exercise. All right, next let's do some inchworms. So feet are hip width apart, hands come down, knees are straight. Let's walk it out. Let's go ahead and lower the hips for a cobra. Look up, stretch out those abdominals. And then I want you to drive your hips back, walk your hands back to the start. That's 1. We're gonna go for a few more here. Go at your own pace, no rush. You can keep your knees up when you do that cobra, or you can put them down if that's creating a little bit too much pressure through your back. And then from wherever you're at right now, let's do 1 more of these. Excellent. All right. Work your way back to standing. And the last thing we're going to do is just a forward lunge to a rotation. So step forward. We're going to just rotate towards the knee that is forward. Alternate legs. Try to get that knee close to the floor if you can. Keep going. Let's go 1 more on each leg. And then as you're doing these last lunge to rotations, you'll notice that Jessica's not with us today. It's just me and Joe. So Joe is going to be doing level 1, the low impact version. I'm going to be doing level 2, the normal. I will verbally tell you how to make it more advanced for level 3 if you'd like. But basically the more advanced version of what I'm going to be doing is just going to be going faster with it. So keep that in mind. All right, so strength 1, our first exercise is a 3-point lunge. We're going to go forward like we just did. Stand back up. We're going reverse, making sure not to hit my bench. And then lateral. So that sequence is 1. We're going to be doing 3 on each leg. Stay on the same leg for all 3. So 1 rep is forward, back, sideways. I'd go through that 2 more times for a total of 3 each direction. Then I'd switch to the other leg. Obviously, to make that a little lower impact, go a little slower. Don't go as deep. Stay a little more shallow. And then to make it harder, just go faster. Then exercise 2 is going to be a bear hold lateral walk. So we're going to be in bear position, which is not hands and knees, we're just above it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to walk sideways with whatever space you have available. When you get to the end of your space, you're going to bring your elbows close to your body and give me a push, like a push up, but in the bear position. And then we're walking back, where we're gonna do a push-up again. If you need to make this lower impact, on the push-up, bring your knees to the ground and do that push-up. Then bring your knees back up and do your walk. We are going down and back 3 times with that. So just know that you're doing 6 bear push-ups with that lateral walk each way to get to those 6. Then we're just rolling through those 2 for 4 minutes. So go ahead, stand up, grab some water before we get started if you need it. And we're starting with that forward to reverse to lateral lunge in 3, 2, 1, begin. Forward, drop it back for reverse, go sideways for that lateral. Make sure when you go laterally, you're keeping that toe pointed forwards. We're going 3 on the same leg, and then of course repeating it on the other leg. Nice work, y'all. Stay with it. Keep that chest upright if you can. Don't collapse your back. Once you've got your 3 on each side with this, you're moving to that bear hold, lateral walk to bear push-up. So I want you to keep your back as flat as you can. Don't pike your butt up like this. Keep it nice and low. We're walking to the side with whatever space we have. We're doing a push-up. We're walking back, doing another push-up until you get 6. Remember, if you need to, go from the knees for the push-up, like Joe is. Nice work, y'all. We got 90 seconds down, 2.5 minutes to go. Stand up when you're done with those, shake it out. And then when you're ready, you're going back into the 3-point lunge. Gonna get those legs burning today, if they're not already. Make sure that knee stays in alignment when you're doing these lunges. Don't let it collapse in. Keep it directly over the toe. Sorry about the landscapers cutting grass. Hopefully they'll be done soon. All right, y'all stay with it. We got 1:30 to go. Remember, on these strength sets, our goal is not to go as fast as we can. It's to go slow and controlled and focus on our form. When you're doing that bear push-up, make sure those elbows aren't breaking out wide. We want to try to act like our hands are screws and screw them into the ground. We got 60 seconds to go here. I know those legs are burning. Stay with it. We have just over 30 seconds to go. If you're doing your lunges, maybe alternate legs this time so that we don't get stuck only being able to do one leg with the time that we have left. 20 seconds to go. Good job, y'all. Rest is near. Don't quit yet though. 15 to go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Nice work.
Good job, everyone. Make sure
grab some water.
Neutral.
Shake it all out.
Neutral necks in the plank position and those push-ups for sure.
Yes. All right, y'all. So we got a minute 10 to continue to rest. While you're resting and catching your breath, I'm going to go over the next 2 cardio exercises. So the first 25 seconds, we're going to do wide mountain climbers. So, you know, a normal mountain climber's here. We're going to go wide and try to jump our feet up as close to our hand as we can. Level 1 with Joe is going to be stepping in and out, like so. Level 2 and level 3 with me are going to be actually jumping with it. So that's your first exercise. Then your second one is a broad jump to a reverse jog return. If you don't have a whole lot of space, work with what you've got. I want you to triple extend, which means straighten your hips, knees, and ankles at the same time. Use your arms to help you. Jump, and then jog back. Okay? So that's your second exercise. We're going in 10 seconds, starting with wide mountain climbers first. All right. 3, 2, 1, begin. Remember, if you don't have a great deal of hip mobility, work with what you've got. Try to bring that foot up as high as you can. And we've got 3, 2, 1, time. All right, quick transition. We're moving to our broad jump to reverse jog going now. Big jump forward, stay low, jog it back. Remember to use those arms to help propel you forward, and then pump them when you're jogging backwards. 3, 2, 1, time. All right, back to our mountain climber. 3, 2, 1, go. Focus on your breathing here. Big deep breaths if you can. Remember, if you need to reduce the intensity, you can always move to steps. 3, 2, 1, time. Back up, second round of broad jumps. Going now. And remember to reduce the intensity on this one. Just don't jump as far. Maybe do 2 hops, then move to your reverse jog. 3, 2, 1, time. All right, y'all, stay with me. Last round of wide mountain climbers, going now. You got this. We got less than 1 minute to go. Three, 2, 1, time. Last round of broad jumps, going now. Good job, y'all. Finish strong. 15 seconds to go. Soft landing with those hips and knees. 3, 2, 1, time. Nicely done. Grab some water. Woo.
Good job.
That was tough.
Oh, man.
All right, catch your breath first, then make sure you're grabbing some water. We're halfway.
Ooh, good work, y'all. You got to make the most out of every movement when we don't have weights and bikes and stuff.
All right, y'all. So Moving on to strength set number 2. This is our last strength set. I'm gonna give you all about a minute more to recover as I go over these. Your first exercise is a crunch to a glute bridge. So you're gonna be on your back. We are going to, level 1 with Joe is gonna be to do a crunch, hands behind the ears. Make sure you're not pulling from behind your head. Crunch up. Then we're driving through the heels for a glute bridge. We're doing 10 of these. For level 2 and level 3 with me, I'm gonna be floating one leg. So I'll do my crunch with both legs down, and then I'll float one leg, do a single leg crunch, go on the other side. If we're doing the single leg glute bridge to that crunch, then you're doing 5 on each side for a total of 10. But regardless, you're shooting for 10. Then the second exercise is a W back extension. So all you're gonna need to do is roll over from that crunch position. We're going W with our arms, like so. And then we're going to raise our chest up for a back extension. And then we're gonna put our hands down offset. What I mean by offset is when I put my hands down, I want one close, one farther away. And then I'm going to do a back extension, and then a push up, back extension, switch to the other side, do a push up. We are doing that sequence of a W back extension to a offset push up 6 times or 3 times on each side for a total of 6. So we're alternating which arm is closer as we go back and forth for a total of 6. All right, y'all. So go ahead, lay on your back. We're starting with a crunch to glute bridge going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin. Crunch, either double or single leg glute bridge. Crunch, glute bridge. We're going for 10 reps. Remember, regardless of whether you're doing both legs or just one, you're driving through the heel of your foot to really engage the glutes. And then remember, when you're done with those 10, you're rolling over onto your stomach. And we're going for that back extension to offset push-up. On the back extension, when you raise your chest up off the floor, I want you to hold it for a second or two to really make those back muscles work before you do your offset push-up. Remember, we're going 3 on each side, 6 all together. Good job, y'all. Minute 15 down.
Level 1, I'm going from the knees, guys. On those push-ups, it's coming from the knees.
Yeah, good call, Joe. Remember, guys, when you're doing those W back extensions, offset push-up, go from the knees if you need to. They are definitely harder than a normal push-up because of the offset nature. Because whatever arm is closer is going to be doing more work. Two minutes to go. Really focus on your technique with both of these. With those push-ups, make sure that you're keeping your core tight. And as I said, when we were doing those bear push-ups, make sure that your elbows aren't flaring out when you do your push-up. Try to screw your hands into the floor. That way your elbows are pointing more behind you than out to the sides. Y'all are doing great. Stay with it. We've got just over a minute to go here. Nice work, y'all. Finish strong here. We've got 45 seconds to go. Make sure you're giving me forceful exhales every time you go to do a movement. So if that's doing your glute bridge, you're exhaling when you're pushing. Same thing if you're doing your push-up. You're exhaling when you do your W back extension. Anytime you're really exerting yourself is when you need to be doing that exhale. We got 10 seconds to go. Finish strong here. We're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Nicely done, y'all.
Oh, good stuff.
That worked just about everything.
Yeah, that was fantastic. That glute bridge sit-up is a combo. I like that.
Yeah, I think we hit about every muscle group there with those two.
Yeah, good work.
All right, y'all. You still catch your breath, grab some water, towel off if you've got one. We're almost done, y'all. 3/4 of the way through. We got a minute before we move on to the final cardio section of the workout. So, for this last section, we are doing squat thrusts for exercise 1, which are basically a burpee without a jump or a push-up. So, and you're gonna stay low. So it's gonna look like this. Hands go by your feet. We're going to kick out, back in, and then when we stand up, we're not standing up all the way. So notice when I do this, I'm staying low. I'm raising my hands up off the floor, only a couple inches before I put them back. So full speed, it's gonna look like this. Keep that chest up. When you go to bring your feet back, level 2 is what I was just showing you. Level 1 is gonna be a step in and out. So hands still go down by your feet. Step one foot out, step the other out. Step one foot back in and the other. Raise your chest just a little bit, but notice my hips are still pushed back. I've got a lot of pressure through my quads, hamstrings, and glutes. So that's exercise 1. So those are squat thrusts. We're going for 25 seconds. Quick 5-second transition before we move to our last exercise, which is going to be, we're calling them jumping jack woodchops. Basically, it's a shallow lunge, so we're going to be pressing hands together. We're going to jump, shallow lunge, twist. Level 1 is going to jump back to the middle before they jump to the other side. Level 2 is transitioning back and forth, just like so. I'm creating pressure with both hands to get my abs involved. All right, 3, 2, 1, starting with the squat thrust, go. Remember, when you bring those feet back up, don't stand up all the way. Stay low, keep the pressure through the legs. You need to step in and out with Joe. 3, 2, 1, time. All right, moving to our jumping jack woodchops or shallow lunges. Going now. If you want to make this harder, no setup jump in between. Go lower. So I'm staying low as I'm doing this. Push those hands together. You got to create that tension. Nobody else is going to create it for you. 3, 2, 1, time. Back to squat thrust. 3, 2, 1, go. Remember, break those feet out wide. Give yourself some more room to get your body up underneath you. 3, 2, 1, time. All right, moving back to our wood chop, shallow lunges. Going now. Stay with it, y'all. Speed is the name of the game here. 3, 2, 1, time. All right, last round of squat thrust. Going in 3, 2, 1, go. This is it, y'all. Final 60 seconds of work. Give me everything you got. Three, 2, 1, time. All right, last round. Jumping jack woodchops. Going now. This is it. 30 seconds and you're done. Remember, you can hop back to center before you go to the side like Joe's doing, or you can flow like I am. Back and forth, 10 to go. Three, 2, 1, time. Nicely done. Woo!
Oh, good workout.
Thanks today, you guys.
I'm sweating it up. Good stuff. Jim, how'd you hold up during that workout, my man?
Whew.
That's tough at
I'm
times.
struggling. That last set was tough. All right, y'all, grab some water. Don't run away just yet. We're gonna do a quick cool down before we take off. I just gotta get my breath back with me. All right, y'all, so feet hip width apart. Let's do a forward fold, hamstring stretch. Knees are straight. Relax the head between your arms. And then go ahead, slowly work your way back up. Let's do a chest stretch while we're up. So grab both hands behind your back, press down. You can bring your palms together to feel the stretch a little more. If you're already tight right there, you can keep your palms apart. Keep holding. And then we're gonna slowly just bend over and release this grip in 3, 2, 1. Release it, let your arms dangle. Good job. Now, stand up slowly. We got 2 more. Work your way down to your butt. We're gonna do a crossover glute stretch, across one leg over the opposite. Hug that leg. Feel that stretch through the glute. And then switch legs. And then relax. And last one we're gonna do for the abs, you're working pretty hard today. We're gonna roll. And I want us to do a cobra first. So bring yourself lower into the push-up. Keep your knees on the floor as you press up. Nice big deep breaths here. Remember, you can always just do a shallow press. You don't have to straighten your elbows if you're already feeling a stretch through the abs and your low back. And then from here, I want you to press back into child's pose, and we'll hang out there for 30 seconds to end the class. Another 10 seconds, y'all. Keep holding it, keep breathing. Try to get that heart rate back down to normal. I know we shot it through the roof. And then slowly work your way back up. Nicely done, y'all. Thanks so much for coming.